Good morning. I have 5 minutes. I am here in behalf of the whole PAM team. PAM is an independent project, active since 2016, initially conceptualized by Valentina Montero, who is online in Zoom. PAM is many things, but most of all is a bound of divergent histories told by practitioners and researchers that deals with the intersection of art, science, and technology from Latin America. So to start, let's watch some of them.
Arte, ciencia,
electrónica,
las tecnologías de la naturaleza,
pensar las redes,
concepción de algoritmos,
una materialidad más orgánica,
intervención en internet,
con lo que tengo a mano, entrar en otro mundo,
sociabilizando la obra,
para la performance digital,
nuevas relaciones.
Siempre también las acciones apelan a eso,
donde podemos invitar a otros,
armar los componentes en la mesa,
modelarlos, readaptarlos,
unificarlos, un poco hackearlos, ir entendiendo las capas,
Una bola de sonido,
de fluidos,
modulares,
del cotidiano,
con una programática,
política,
disruptiva,
más crítica también,
o también de juego, cómo se construye la cultura en este mundo.
como magia.
So artists working in the art science technology field allow us to compare them with such specimens that are left out of traditional taxonomies for a long time, as it was the case of the platypus. The platypus, as you know, is a curious animal. It has a beak like a duck, a tail similar to beavers, a body that resembles an otter. It is a semi-aquatic mammal, but it lays eggs. Its skin has bioluminescent properties. It is shy, playful, and smiling, but poisonous. So it was hard. It was a hard animal to classify. PAM seeks to document the diverse artistic manifestations of those platypus, avoiding to force them to fit in previous conceptual frameworks. We would gladly, collectively assume the challenge to generate and preserve this documentation, to keep it in its dispersion and singularity, while at the same time we are trying to generate some theoretical and historical context to present in future interpretations. PAM network is articulated around an online platform with several sections, and today I would like to underline some of them. First, people. Here we have record the testimonies of some of our Latin American artists. This is maybe the most important part of the site and the project itself. For us, it's critical that people invited have the chance to explain their work in their own words. The project section has a similar structure and aims that people, but the focus is narrower. The history section narrates international and Latin American interesting moments in the arts and science and technology field, as well as the selection of thought-provoking events. Our histories are partial ones, and we feel comfortable visibilizing that. The library is not the usual one. Our favorite section, which is my favorite videos, mis favoritos, can be accessed from here. This is a bound of the visual capsules in which invited people share with us those exhibition and projects that inspires them. I'm sorry. Yes. Quarantine, lockdown, conversations, and Desconciertos en Cuarentena are two sections that I guess you can imagine the context when they were promoted. It seems like the pandemic ended decades ago, so it is quite strange to mention the quarantine and lockdown today. But first, in some Latin American countries, the lockdown was longer than, for instance, Spain, where I live now. And secondly, for platforms like PAM, was an opportunity to understand the role that they can play as connected entities, as well as keeper of the living culture. Some of these things were talked before. The importance of this moment of the lockdown to rethink about these digital platforms. So these two sections are quite important in PAM's life. And PAM is not alone. We have friends and we want more. Some of them are not anymore, like Taxonomedia, for instance. And just to wrap up, As you could see, PAM is not exactly an archive in traditional terms, but it's a project that reflects on archiving, preservation, documentation, mostly history and memory, and the geopolitical variables that cross them. We like to think of us as a strategy rather than a space, and an archival strategy. So thank you very much. Here you have our contacts, and we will be very happy to continue discussing PAM with you, lecturer.